Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Destiny video. It's Wednesday, which means it is Armsday in the Destiny universe, and of course that means I'm back to tell you guys what you need to know. Where you can complete those field test weapons as quickly as possible, and whether or not any of those Foundry orders are worth purchasing. So with that being said, let's get started. Firstly, let's kick things off with the Foundry orders. To begin with, we have the Hacker Armsday D. This is an auto rifle, again another one of those run-of-the-mill super high rate of fire, super low impact auto rifles. This one has a relatively high aim assist value, slightly above average stability, and the reload rate is relatively high. That being said, again, given how many times this has been around, I'm sure you guys know by now, auto rifles can be fun, auto rifles can be used, but they are definitely not top tier. So unless you really are a collector, again, I would probably overlook this one. Moving over to the Omlon Ufern HC4 hand cannon. This has a really high impact, a pretty slow rate of fire, decent stability, and also a decent but not massive magazine size. As hand cannons go, this isn't really one of the best ones, and generally speaking, given that right now everyone's running around the Crucible with Last Word, it's probably not really worth your time. Moving on from there, you have the Hacker Herger D, which is of course a pulse rifle. Now, I've said this before, I'm not a massive fan of Hacker pulse rifles. It's a personal thing, but I've never really been a fan of these ones. Do bear in mind, Hacker pulse rifles have 4-round bursts as opposed to the conventional 3-round bursts. But as stats go, this one has a relatively high rate of fire, relatively low impact, stability and reload rate are on the high side of things, and aim assist is nothing to write home about. Moving over to the Omlon Uzume RR4 sniper rifle, this has some pretty low impact. It is balanced out by the fact that it has a slightly faster rate of fire, but still it's not a great sniper rifle, especially when you consider what option is next. So I'm not even going to bother talking about this one because out of the two options you have today, this is not the one you want to buy. Final one is the Omlon Irene RR4. Now this has slightly changed since of course the update because the Luck in the Chamber perk has somewhat been nerfed, but irrespective of that, this has really high impact, it has a decent rate of fire, the aim assist value is pretty low on this one, but all in all as stats go, this is a very good sniper rifle to have. I actually have a really good roll on my one. I use this when I'm in PvP, I do of course have Luck in the Chamber, and I also have Unflinching. Do bear in mind, the main change with this now is that Luck in the Chamber only works with precision damage, i.e. headshots, as opposed to body shots before, so it's not quite as lethal as it was, and therefore you could argue that you'd be better off with a different perk in this place, but either way, this is a decent sniper rifle to have. I mainly just bring it out when Iron Banner and Trials come around. Aside from that, I have other things to use. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the Foundry orders. Now moving over to the field test weapons. First up, getting out of the way, the Hacker Test A pulse rifle requires that you go into the Crucible, so as is always the case, jump into whatever mode you feel most comfortable with, throw that on and get some kills. The rest of them, however, can be done in PvE. Now technically speaking, you could do the other 4 all in one location. It would be a little bit slower, but this week they require Cabal, Vex, and non-specific kills. And you can find both of those enemy types on Mars. If you load into the beginning, and you know that you run down to the left, you will of course always find Cabal fighting Vex. If you get there soon enough, hopefully they haven't killed each other, and then you can kill the Cabal with the Hacker Test A auto rifle, and you can then switch over to the Omlon Test FR1 fusion rifle, and kill the Vex Minotaur. The reason I say it will be slightly slow is because there is only ever one Minotaur here. So you get that one kill, you don't have to go to the top, kill some more Cabal for the auto rifle, and then move back down and wait for it to respawn. So it's not an ideal situation, but you might as well start working towards it while you're polishing off the rest. Aside from that, the Hacker Test A sniper rifle simply requires double kills, so you might as well kill the Vex Goblins because they're super easy to kill and they're super easy to get the double kills, and given that this sniper rifle has 4 rounds in the magazine, you can get 2 of those double kills in one. Finally, the Suros TSA-10 auto rifle simply requires precision kills, so again, once you've polished off the auto rifle, simply swap to that, and you can then go around getting precision shots on whatever crosses your path. If by the end of all of that you are still lacking Minotaur kills, then I would probably recommend going back to orbit, flying down to Venus, and going all the way over to here. This is one of the best places to find Minotaurs, it's super easy to get to, they spawn relatively frequently provided there aren't other people there killing them, but either way, your Minotaur count is a lot higher here than it is on Mars. And that's it! That is everything you need to know about Armsday. Those are your Foundry orders. Those are the easiest places to complete the field test weapons, and that is what you need to know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, then drop a like on this video. I appreciate it. Again, I mentioned before that Armsday is a little bit boring these days, but I know that some of you guys do genuinely appreciate this video. So for those of you guys watching it, thank you very much. Let me know down below if you guys did pick up anything this week, and aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.